What's going on, guys? My name is Dwayne and this is the 411. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here and you are a fan of fragrance related content, make sure you check out the channel, hit that subscribe button and join the fragrance family. We are close to 1,000 subscribers. Slowly but surely we are getting there. So I do appreciate all of your support and I look forward to dropping more content for you guys. So this video, I'm going to start a new segment called This Week in Fragrance. This will be my weekly fragrance rotation video. So again, this week in fragrance will be a segment I'm going to be doing moving forwards, and that's going to highlight my fragrances of the week. Let's get the list started. So we start the week off Sunday with Hugo Boss The Scent Private Accord. What can I say, guys? Chocolatey goodness, all right? Cacao vibes for sure. This one is one of my favorite gourmand fragrances. We took the kids to the movies to watch Madame Web, which I thought was a great movie. If you haven't yet seen it, definitely see it. Great acting, great plot. The ending leaves room for Venom or Spider-Man to be tied into that universe. So overall, I thought it was a great movie. The kids really loved it. I even sprayed some of this on the kids while we went out to the movies because I really love the scent that much. So what do you get with Hugo Boss The Scent Private Accord? So it opens up with a bit of ginger and citrus, so that creates an aromatic facet to the fragrance. We do have some cacao, some maninka, and some spicy notes in there as well. So again, great for dates. Good longevity on this one as well because there is patchouli and vanilla in the dried out. Very sweet, slightly spicy, and a bit of aromatic in there as well. Overall, like I mentioned, one of my favorite fragrances and one I look forward to wearing more before the cold weather goes out and we're into spring and summer. So Sunday was Hugo Boss The Scent Private Accord. On Monday, I went with a classic, masculine, classy fragrance, and that is Dolce & Gabbana, the one, EDT. So Dolce & Gabbana, this is a gentleman's fragrance. It smells great. It's not too assertive. It's not too overpowering. One that you could wear in the office, one you could wear on a date, one you could wear meeting up. Probably one of my most versatile scents in my collection. With this one, you're getting grapefruit, coriander, you get some citruses, a lot of spice as well. There are some basil in here as well. You do get tobacco, that really does stand out, and a slight bit of sweetness. I believe there might be amber or vanilla in this one. The only problem with this fragrance, as you know, of course, it does not last very long, okay? This one is one you want to carry around with you and spray as you need. This one leaves a really good sillage, but again, longevity is about 4 to 5 hours. Overall, a great fragrance for all occasions and also for all weather. Monday, we wore Dolce & Gabbana, the one, EDT. On Tuesday, we kind of switched it up. We went with Carolina Herrera Bad Boy, Le Parfum. Now, as you know, this one is known for the cannabis note. Now, I don't get much cannabis in this one. It is classified as a leather fragrance, but what you really get in this one is the green herbaceous opening. There is a sweet and slightly spicy facet to it as well. Overall, it is a crowd pleasant fragrance, one that's going to get you a compliment and one that I don't hear people talk about enough. Some of the notes in this bad boy is going to be cannabis, grapefruit. You do have some black pepper, some leather, some geranium and vetiver as well. Overall, a great fragrance. One that might be too sweet for the office, but great for date night. Great if you're trying to stand out in a crowd as well. On Tuesday again, we went with Carolina Herrera Bad Boy, Le Parfum. On Wednesday, I wore a throwback, classic, masculine, seductive fragrance. That is Armani Code EDT. All right, now as you guys know, there is a plethora of Armani Code flankers after this one. I believe my favorite would be Armani Code Profumo. That does resonate with this a bit. There is that star anise note that it is kind of known for. This one came out in 2004 and has definitely stood the test of time. It's been about 20 years since this fragrance has been out. With this one, you get star anise, tobacco, leather, tonka. It is a very mysterious kind of fragrance in a way. The black bottle does do it justice. This one will stand out and get you noticed because nobody's really walking around smelling like this these days. It is a discontinued fragrance. The scent is really good. The performance, the projection is really good on this one as well. If you're into the black licorice and star anise fragrance, this one would be good in your collection. Again, Wednesday, Armani Code EDT. On Thursday, we went with another classic timeless fragrance, also a throwback with tobacco. This one is CK1 Shock. This one was released in, I believe, 1994. So we're going back even further, guys. This one definitely stood the test of time. This one is a very easygoing fragrance as well. Now the tobacco note in this one isn't too loud, isn't very aggressive. It is also a very versatile scent. If you're looking to go to the gym, go to work, it might be even good for a date in my opinion. You can wear it any season, any reason. It is fairly cheap. I believe I got this bottle for about $25 to $30 at our Shoppers Drug Mart here. You can find it online for a steal as well. Now this one has a plethora of notes. You do get the clementine, you do get black pepper, osmanthus, basil. You even get some patchouli in the base. I believe there's some amber mixed with that tobacco. And of course that tobacco is there. It is kind of smooth as well. In my opinion, it is pretty smooth for all of those fragrances mashed into one. If you were to look at it, maybe about 10 to 15 fragrances or 10 to 15 notes in this one particular fragrance, all right? So on Thursday, we wore a throwback, a classic CK1 Shock. Now on Friday, we reached for a gourmand fragrance, one of my most nostalgic fragrance in my collection. This one is Givenchy Pi. This is a fragrance that my dad owned, and I fell in love with it back when he used to wear it. The formulation has changed slightly now where it's not as powerful, so the projection longevity is down, but the scent is still there, all right? I believe this one even started the wave of these sweet gourmand fragrances that we're seeing today. Again, released in 1998, guys, and the gourmand wave is still going. Again, an iconic fragrance. You do get some star anise here as well. It is nutty with that almond facet to it. Very sweet also. Powdery as well. I love the powdery, sweet, nutty aspect that this fragrance gives off. One that is inoffensive, so it's not overly sweet. One you could wear any season as well. Spring, winter, summer, fall. This will be great. Go heavy in the winter, go light in the summer. This one is really good for those cozy, intimate settings. The powderiness, the sweetness, great combination. Again, Friday we wore Givenchy Pi. All right guys, so we're now on to Saturday and it is date night. I reached for one of my favorite date night fragrances. That's Viktor & Rolf Spicebomb Extreme. When we talk about a sexy, seductive tobacco fragrance, this one has to be on the list. You do get the cinnamon. I believe there's some whiskey in here as well. Vanilla, lavender, some heavy spices as well. I dared not to spray this to test it. This will definitely blow up the room, guys. They do say that the fragrance has been discontinued, but I believe you could find it if you do look hard enough. Only problem is price points are very high. This is probably one of the best winter fragrances you could get your hands on. To me, it's also one of the best date night fragrances you could get your hands on. If you want to get noticed and you want to kind of stand out a bit, it does add a bit of a mysterious factor to it. Get your hands on this one for sure. A1 for date night, A1 for the winter. Again, Saturday, we wrapped up the week with Spicebomb Extreme by Viktor & Rolf. By the way, I want to take a quick minute to give a shout out to a young entrepreneur that I met during the week. He sold me this hat, which I am loving, all right? designedbyswavy is the entrepreneur I'm talking about. I'll post his information at the bottom, but also be in the description as well. Dope young kid, you know, trying to do his thing, and all I could do is try to give him my support. All right, guys, so that is my this week in fragrance. Let me know which one of these 7 fragrances you liked. Let me know what you wore this week, maybe what you liked the best out of your fragrances for this week. And of course, stay tuned for more fragrance related content, all right? See you guys in the next one. Make sure you're staying blessed, staying safe, and of course, smelling good, all right? Peace.